Up, guys? Welcome to tonight's stream. I don't know why I need to have like a thing up that says like at 11:30 tonight's stream, at 11 a.m. today's stream. Now let's start this game up. First, let me post I'm live on Instagram. I might post that I'm live on TikTok too. I feel like TikTok freaking popping off right now. Let me put my headphones on. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into this stream. Set some things up real quick. Hopefully everybody is having a solid night. Hopefully your day was good too. Oh yeah, that's right. I was washing the most disgusting bathroom. I don't know how you get a bathroom like this. It's like, what was y'all doing in here? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, damn, how is this bathroom this dirty? It's like, dang, this is crazy. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, this bathroom is off limits. After I clean this bathroom, it is 100% off limits. Like, y'all can't use it. Go outside if you need to go use the bathroom. If the caveman did it, you can do it too. like, how does sinks even get like that? It's like, man, you would think, like, I know a bunch of people just let this just build up. Like, look at the toilet, bro. Like, that's not right. That is not right at all, fam. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Supposed to use the bathrooms, like, not freaking come through here with a 4-wheeler, and it's like, what was y'all doing? It's like, I ain't even trying to hear it. Somebody in my chat gonna be talking about is like, oh, bathrooms, sometimes they get like that. It's like, nah, you just living foul. It's like, you only go to a public bathroom and do crap like this. It's like, you ain't gonna do this at your own personal bathroom at your house. It's like, if you do this to your own personal bathroom at your house, and it's like, you're a hoarder. You have to be a hoarder. Only hoarders that live like this. Hoarders and people that just, like, they don't care about, like, soap and water. Like V, you see what you made me do? You see what you made me do? I'm saying, like, that's what happens when you catch a person off guard and they're not expecting, like, I mean, come on now. I'm saying, like, you have to come through here being loud like that. I'm in a deep concentration of cleaning the most disgusting bathroom in the whole world, and you want to scare people. But how's the night treating you, V? How's your day? How's life going? Wait, that thing washes to the urinal ledge? There's a such thing as a urinal ledge? Huh. Have I cleaned? Oh, I cleaned that already. Alright. I had chest pains for the past hour and I just now realized it was because I hadn't taken my sweater and jacket off. Dang, that's wild. I never heard of, you know, being overly dressed, having chest pains, but alright, I'll accept that, but yeah, I'm doing alright, you know. I'm doing alright. Yeah, heat makes me feel like I have a giant weight on my chest and makes it hard for me to breathe. I don't like when it's like too hot either. It like, I wouldn't necessarily say I get like chest pains, but I just honestly think that's just like a black person thing. Like I sweat. Like I know it's gonna get to a point in time when I'm like having to carry around a rag just so I can like dap my forehead down and stuff and just make sure I'm like, okay, let me just make sure I'm like, you know, sweat free. But I hate sweating. I don't like it. I wish I didn't sweat. I wish I was like the one girl from freaking Victorious. Like, she didn't sweat until they were stuck in that RV, and it was, like, mad hot outside. Freaking, what was her name? I can't even think of what her name was. It was, like, the evil girl on Victorious. She was dating Beck. I remember Beck. Jade, yeah. So I remember her, Kat. I can't remember the one black guy. But I think his name is like something Thomas. It's not Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas is that football player. Leon Thomas, there we go. He was recently, not recently, but it was some time ago. He was doing a song with some rapper, or he was like helping a rapper. I was like, wow, that man, he out here, he's still doing his thing. I like to see it. Victorious was a solid show, though. I feel like that show was pretty good. Ariana Grande, she was just... It's crazy to think, like, she's the star of that show. Like, if they do a reunion, it's like... How would that work? Then they tried to, like, give her own show with Sam from iCarly. I actually, like, I now know why Sam didn't return to iCarly, and I'm all like, it is such a dark story. I ain't gonna talk on it on stream because it's a little too dark, but I'm like, dang, man, that's messed up. I'm just gonna say it's like for it to be her own mom, I'm like, man, that's messed up. You know, it's like you would think like, let me Google it because now I'm curious. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Here's some stuff I'm all like, dang, you know, just think that your parents would, like, you know, just think that they'll be a better parent. And in Jeanette McCurdy's case, I'm like, that's, dang, messed up. It's like, why I feel like I can, like, smell the urinal. Like, I feel like I can, like, really, like, smell this place. Like, and it's a dark smell, and I'm like, fam, I just want to hurry up and get up out of here. There we go. I was about to say, I'm like, fam, what more of this I gotta clean? Everything dark. Let me deep dive. Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like, I felt like it was pretty dark. I'm like, the stuff they say her mom was doing. Me stand back because I'm like, some stuff may spray out this toilet. Just the same door frame? Okay, it's the same one. I'm like, I'm so glad my character, it's like, even though he's, you know, not a real character, I'm just glad he's wearing that suit. I'm like, I can just only imagine all the freaking poop particles that's flying out that toilet. I'm like, nah, I had to skip this one. I can't do this job. Why am I hearing dogs? There's literally no windows open in this whole place. And I'm hearing dogs. Them windows is closed. Them windows is closed. Like, I honestly think my character takes drugs before he shows up to these places. Not one dog. And he heard barking. Yeah. It's pretty dark. I was like, dang, man. For it to be her own mom doing that, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'm like, I feel like, but I hear that a lot with like child actors, like their parents just don't know how to overall act when their kids start making some money. And it's like, fam, like you very well can like have a respecting for your kid and not, you know, give them some traumatic like childhood, but yeah, it's because of her mom. I'm like, just ruined any future iCarly reunions. It's like, who knows? Maybe one day she might overcome it and might do like a cameo appearance on the show. But if not, it's like, yeah, I understand 100%. That's why it's like, if there is ever a time like when, because I know the day when I have kids, and if they ever like ask me to like get into YouTube videos, I'm gonna just like, honestly, like I'm gonna be a like obviously a parent figure, but I feel like with YouTube, like I think like for that time and moment, I gotta be a friend of theirs. I gotta treat it like as if it was just, you know, friend from school asking me like all over again, like, oh, I'm trying to get into YouTube videos. Like collaborate with them, help them out on stuff. Sup, DK? But yeah, I'm like, yeah, to go through so many years being treated like that and have it change drastically, trying to get herself together, she's making the right decision, put herself first. Facts, 100%. Because, yeah, if it probably would have been me, I'd have been like, you know, to eliminate that. Maybe if it had been like in a new setup or something, but still. But it's like, you kind of like get why she played like that tough character on iCarly. It's like she really had a tough childhood. How you doing? Doing all right. Doing all right. How about yourself? Ceiling panel. What is ceiling panel? Oh no. Want to talk about it? Damn, I forgot about this toilet. How you get the poop on that part? Like, that's disgusting. That is some nasty stuff. Like, they got it all on the ceilings, bro. Like, fam. I feel like this is what I don't know if any of you guys have seen that Eddie Murphy movie, Daddy Daycare. But there's a scene in there when the kid, like, went to go use the bathroom and then he was all like, I missed. And then Eddie Murphy, he, like, poked his head in and he was, like, just looking around. I feel like this is what, let me see if I can find a dirtier bathroom. Nah, I think I went crazy on all of these bathrooms. I feel like it had to look like this. Maybe a little bit more, but it's like, man, it's like, how y'all do a bathroom like this? I know I've been covering my nose. Like, even though my character is wearing a hazmat suit, I'm like, nah, that ain't enough. I need 2 hazmat suits. I need a hazmat suit for me and a hazmat suit for my hazmat suit. So I got one of those identical message things, but yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about it. It's chill. It's cool. Like, I mean, ain't nobody here gonna judge. If anybody does judge, they gonna get banned, so. But if not, I'm like, hey, it's like, you know, if you just don't want to talk about it, it's like, hey, either way, it's chill. But letting everybody know that. It's like, y'all can always come here and talk about your problems. Ain't nobody here gonna judge. If they do, trust me, I'm like, I will ban them. But if it's like on some Patrick Star stuff and you start talking like, oh, I can't see my forehead, I'm like, nah, fam. I'm like, I'm judging you on that one. Did I wash that in the other bathroom? Oh, it wasn't even in here. Huh, alright. Who am I banning? No, you're not banning anybody. Chill out. Put the fist away, V. So it's okay. It's okay. V's the type of person she'll struggling, so it's fine. Hey, we all struggle. Best way to handle a struggle is to, you know, to try your hardest to like take your mind off of things. Like, it may seem hard, but I'm like, that's what I did. I was like, I struggled. I'm like, I just focus on the bigger picture in life. Losing energy. Hey, I'm kind of dealing with that stuff myself right now, where I just feel like I don't have the energy to do stuff. And I just find myself like laying down, like not wanting to record videos, like streaming and, you know, all that stuff. I feel like I just got it all down, but food energy, not sleep energy. Oh, that too. I was like, I had a time where I just didn't even want to eat. I was losing weight and I'm all like, this is scary because I'm like, you know, I shouldn't be acting like this. Oh, I meant. Life, yeah, like either way, I'm like food struggle, life struggle, freaking all aspects of struggling. I've dealt with it. So, okay, I feel like, wait. BRB. Alright, V. But yeah, I'm like, all aspects of struggling, I'm like, best thing I did was just, you know, fight through them struggles and be the best, you know, like, of myself. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I keep this route, I won't. About going through basics. Yeah, but still, it's like, you gotta be healthy. So you don't want to go through basics and pass out. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, okay, I'm about to go crazy in this bathroom. All right, this area is clean. I might not. Don't, DK, it's like, don't talk like that. Because that's the only, like, mindset that you're going to have. It's like, whatever you doing, it's like, you got to, like, break out of that so you won't, end up in those situations where it's like, it's life or death. But it's like, if you got to freaking run away, do whatever, if it's about your, parents again, it's like, hey, you got to ditch those guys, like, ASAP. It's risky. Yeah, it's like, don't put yourself in no situation where you're not eating right and all that. It's like, you know, so you're a grown woman, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying, but it's like, for your safety, it's like, carrying on like that, it's not gonna be good. And it just sounds like, you know, you got a lot on your mind. You just gotta, you know, just take your time with stuff. But it's like, also, like, just be able to, you know, live out the stuff that you're trying to do without putting your health at risk. Burn 700. Yeah, it's like, overall, it's like, the reason why I'm saying this is because I know at the end of the day, it's like, it's, you know, there's going to be people out there that's going to be dealing with the same stuff. I want you to be able to be here and tell those same people, like, hey, I got through it. And so, you know, a lot of other people gotten through it. So overall, it's all about, like, being dedicated to it. It's like how it's like you dedicated into being in the military. It's like, have that same dedication with eating right and being healthy. Broke down in tears. I've did numerous times. I've had that. And I'm all like, the one thing that kept me going. The one thing that kept me going was honestly content creating. I'm like, now it's like, you just gotta find that one thing that you love doing and just keep doing it. As hard as it may seem, it's honestly the best, like, thing for you. And you gotta look at it's like, okay, it's like, you gotta rip this band-aid off. Yes, it's gonna be painful and it's gonna sting, and you're gonna want to put a band-aid on top of that area you ripped the band-aid off at. But sometimes you just gotta freaking say, hey, you know what, I don't care no more. Get up, wipe the tears, and do what you do best. Because I'll tell you right now, it's like, there was at a point in time in this, you know, 2 years ago, where I was thinking along the same lines. I'm like, I don't know how long I got here on Earth. It's like, I thought everything was just, you know, like, just always a struggle. But, you know, I wiped the tears away, got to doing what I did best. And that was just, you know, doing what I've been wanting to do for the past, like, 10 years, 10, 12 years. If the recruiter told my dad I need to eat in a certain calorie go higher, he would change. Yeah, see, that's why it's like, you know, your dad, I'm gonna just say this right now, your dad don't know what he's talking about. That man's delusional. Sorry to disrespect your dad. And during my 2 runs today, I pushed myself too hard. See, it's like you can't do stuff like that. You cannot do stuff like that. But your dad, that man's delusional. He don't know what he's talking about half the time. That man's paranoid and moved like 3-4 houses based off of the, because he's thinking like just overall he's just paranoid. So it's like, yeah, I'm sorry to disrespect your dad like that, but I'm just saying it's like that man. Half of the time, it's like I don't know who he is. I've never met him, but I can tell right now I'm gonna be so lost if I ever have a conversation with him. So I don't know if he's suffering from some stuff, because if he is, I'm like, forget freaking moving to a house. You need to get one of them freaking old people apartments and live there. To the point I couldn't breathe. I was like, see, it's like you can't do stuff like that. It's like from this day forward, it's like, look, I don't care. Like, my thing is this, and sorry to say it, but it's like I don't care how hard you want to be in the military, it should never be taken that serious. It's like you gotta put yourself first before you start putting all these other things first. I can understand, you know, you being a selfless person. I've had people tell me that myself, but at times you gotta put yourself first. It's like, I know how bad you want to get into it, but it's like you can't get into it like this. Because I bet if those recruiters and them people seen how you were acting right now, they would not want to take you. So it's like you really gotta, like, you know, giving you some tough love, but you gotta get it together. You didn't push me to keep going. Push me. I pushed myself. I kept going. Paying my ribs. Yeah, and it's like you can't go on like that. You can't keep going until, you know, you start feeling pains that you don't need to feel and stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you just need to, like, just take a breather. Just take a break real quick. Because I'm like, it's like, I ain't even going through it, but I'm scared. I'm about like, that's, you know, stuff like that. It's like just seeing how it is, you know, from another person. I'm like, it's a scary thing to see. I'm saying that as a friend. I'm like, you know, it's like, you should not be carrying. Want to see commitment. That's not commitment. I'm telling you right now, that is not commitment. Commitment is like setting a goal and doing something, but over-exhausting yourself to where you're hyperventilating and breaking down and all that, that's not commitment. It's like you gotta set like a maximum or minimum goal and do that, but like what you're doing, that's not commitment. So you can't join the military if you in the hospital or worse. So that's why it's like I'm saying you need to just like take a breather. Because my question is like, do you feel good doing this? Because I know that can't feel good. It's difficult to follow orders from 2 people at the same time. Being up to both standards. But it's like, okay, but it's like for yourself. Dude, does it feel good, you know, carrying on like this? Mind your runs. I need food. But I'm saying, like, do you feel like in the position that you're in right now, do you feel good about the position that you're in right now? Because if not, then it's like, okay, you need to change. I'm not saying change for what I'm saying, change for what your parents are saying, change for what your recruiters are saying, change for what you want to do. I feel like I'm dying. I'm saying that's not good. That is not good at all. It's like you should never put yourself in a situation where you feel like that you're dying with nothing. I don't care how important something is. Because if there was ever a time where I felt like if I was overdoing YouTube and all of that, and I felt like that I was dying, and like, nah, I would have had to take a break. As much as I love recording videos, as much as I love streaming and all that other stuff, if it ever got to a point in time where I was like that, I would take a break. Doesn't expect me to go as long as I did. It's like you shouldn't be doing it to like get expectations out of him. You should be doing it for yourself. Whatever your dad says, I'm like, hey, you had your time to shine in the military. It's like, okay, now it's my turn to shine. Now it's my turn to do what I want to do. But doing things for his sake, it's like, no, you can't go through life like that. Sat down so I could breathe again. Yeah, and it's like, you just gotta like take a breather. All the excuses in the world, it's like I'm still gonna say the same thing. You gotta relax, because you're gonna find yourself in a hospital, and it's like it's not gonna be good. So it's like you can tell me everything you want to tell me about what you did, how you did this, and how you did that. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's like you gotta just relax a little. It's like nothing should ever be that important. That's what I'm using for my dad to realize what he's doing. And this should never get to that point. Under any circumstances, it should never get to that point. If he can't sit down, streaming like a male, and that he shouldn't. And he shouldn't. You telling me this, I can tell that you know that it's wrong how he's acting and stuff. It's like regardless of even if you were a guy, it's like it shouldn't still treat nobody like that. I'm saying if it's like my family was treating me like that, I'm all like, hey yo, what's wrong with you guys? Like seriously. It's like things should never be taken that serious. And I'll tell you right now, like I remember when it was a point in time with YouTube, and I remember like my family, they were all trying to like get me to, oh, don't do this with YouTube. And yeah, I was staying up day and night recording videos, streaming, trying to get as much content as I can. And I was like, and it got to the point where I was like, I was so mentally drained, and I was like, fam, I can't carry on like this. So I just started being strategic and was just like, okay, this is how I got to do things. I would say I feel a lot better now, but I'm like, and I'm like at a crossroads where it's like, oh, I got to do this, and I got to chill on this, right? And it's hard, but at times you just gotta like really follow your gut. I feel like following your gut puts you in a much more better position. This thing reminds me of when I was a kid. Fed me scraps, my dad would give me a full McDonald's meal. Doesn't allow visitations. Well, it's overall, I'm like, that's the dad that you should be listening to. But this guy that so-called claims to be your dad, I'm like, that's somebody where I'm like, I don't care how important his word is, it's like, it can't be that important. But if you ask me, I feel like your real dad wouldn't be putting you through no stuff like this. I feel like a real dad, like you see your blood, you see your like, because I'm just saying, if it was my kid and I seen them over pushing themselves like that, I would sit them down, I would talk with them, and I would give them a hug. I would give my kid a hug and let them know, like, hey, you ain't gotta do nothing to impress me. It's like the fact that that you got dreams and goals that that you're so committed to doing. I'm like, day one of that. It's like day one of you being here on Earth. That's impressive. It's like you being yourself. That's impressive. Like, that's what a parent should say to their kid. It's like, let their kid know how important they are. It's like, they don't care. Well, yeah, I know that. I know that they don't care. I'm saying your actual parents. I'm saying your dad he was making sure you was being fed. I just feel like that's something that he would say. They want good grades and a six-figure job. And it's like, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you know how many people in this world that, you know, don't got good grades and they don't have a six-figure job? And and the thing is the funny thing about it, there's people in this world that didn't get good grades, they don't have a good job, and they still happy. It's like, I don't have the best job in the world, but I'm happy with where I'm at. My real dad would support my streaming. He was always gentle with me. He made sure I was happy any way he could. I feel like that's the voice that you need to have in your head. Whether you just imagine it or, you know, whatever, but it's like that's who you need. Cause I'm saying, it's like there's nothing wrong with having a streaming career, or if you want it, whether you want to have it as a career or you want to do military as a career, but either way, it's like there is nothing wrong with it. I can pick this thing up? Oh, okay. I did not know that. He would let me experience life and encourage friendships and to hang out with friends. Yeah. Because it's like, that's the life that he lived. But freaking Major Payne over there, it's like, yeah, I'd rather have Major Payne as a dad than to have your foster, your adopted. Well, either way, it's like whatever they call it. Like, I almost said stepdad. I'm like trying to, like, not stepdad, but adoptive dad. But yeah, he don't know how to adoptive dad. I'm just gonna say this right now, he doesn't know how to be a dad. It's like, yeah, you know, he did a part-time parent job or a hobby. He did it as a hobby, but he wasn't being an actual father figure in your life. My dad grew up without his dad. I was their stepdad. Yeah. And, you know, and then he overall wanted to, I guess, like, you know, it just, times had got rough for him. And he couldn't do the job. So I do feel like that your real dad, like, he does care about you. He just couldn't do what he could at the time. I feel like now, like, your dad probably be overall, like, taking care of you. Like, that's why that one day I was trying my hardest to encourage you to, like, contact him, because just so you could be put in a better place. Because I'm like, the parents that you got now, it's like, they're not good. They're not good parents. Current dad's the one who grew up without his... Oh, well. Yeah, he doesn't know. He let freaking Full Metal Jacket Sergeant and Major Payne raise him, so... Like, yeah, he doesn't know. I made that clear. He don't know how to be a dad, so... It's like, fam, this mess is at 90%. It's like, what? My current mom's mom didn't like to get on personal and talk things out about certain things happen. Yeah. Like I said, both your parents, you know, they just don't, they're not good parents. No, I shouldn't, you know, really talk on parents, even though I'm not a parent myself, but I just know that I wouldn't be raising my kid like how they are. Oh, there's a whole side. Pretty sure I wasn't wanted. By your adopted parents, for sure. I feel like, but by your real parents, based off of what you said about your dad and stuff, yeah. You have anything? Yeah. They were just probably only doing it. Have you seen that movie Problem Child? I'm not saying that you're a problem child, but I'm just saying, have you asked the movie a point I'm about to make? No, so there's this movie, because there was an actor that just recently passed away. He was in that movie, but there's this movie called Problem Child. And the parents, I think, was just overall like, I don't know about so much as the dad, but I think the mom, overall just wanted to show kid. She just wanted the kid to like show around like, oh, look at me. I'm you know, I take care of random kids across the world, but in reality, she's really not. I think the dad, I think he overall had liked the kid, but not the mom. Yeah, because the mom, she wasn't even in the second. Well, I think, no, she was in the second one. They had her playing as a completely different character. I'm like, she was the mom in the last movie. How they gonna have her playing as like a teacher or something? But yeah, that kid was crazy. He was like freaking, I don't know if you've seen this other movie called The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin, but he was like that, but like a comedy version. Okay, I'm positive I watched that. Just saw a TikTok of a girl telling her Hispanic mother that she used to go to school drunk. Hey, there was kids that went to my school drunk. The one kid, he showed up to school drunk and passed out and threw up in the hallway. He was cool though. Like me and him, we would sit next to each other in our government class. But yeah, that kid, I'll never forget when they told me that. I was like, dang, one girl, she showed up to school drunk. She was one of those like emotional drunks. She was staying there crying and stuff. I remember this Hispanic girl. She was making this one Hispanic girl like highly upset. And I was like, fam, I didn't realize that you was that offended by her showing up to the school drunk. But she looked at me and I was just like, if you think you're going to get any sympathy from me, it's like, think again, miss. It's like, you decide to show up to the school drunk. So, fam, what else? Sears. Is it this? No. What? Sears stair pipes. Okay, here we go. Door hinge, not that. Not that. Nope. Cause Soren, I watched that one, but guess not. Wait, light switches. What? Whoa. Time out. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, fam, this has to be it. Why is it that I looked at this wall and they said it was nothing to be clean. Now all of a sudden it needs to be clean. Kind of feels sick. It's like you need to drink some water, then you need to get some rest. So you just need to relax your brain for a second. Get you know, just have like a day off. Just have a day off for yourself. But it's like how you going about things, it's not the way. Have a gallon of water next to my bed. Hey, it's like you know, sip on that for the night. So you might wake up in the middle of the night and your bladder's like, hey fam, you got about 10 seconds. It's like if you ain't sitting on that toilet in 10 seconds, it's like we're gonna have an accident. I don't know how many times I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm about like, okay, I think I can make like a mad dash from this bed to the bathroom. Fam, what it... Feel cold, to be honest. Get you a hoodie. Get a gang of hoodies. Give V's hoodies. She ain't gonna need them. She get like chest pains from wearing hoodies and stuff, so take her hoodies. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm honestly about to go crazy. Wait. But it's the same wall though, so that's why it's like, why would they like half it? This game, honestly, I think just glitched. Because these are the only cubicle walls, unless there's like some cubicle wall somewhere that I don't know about. I gotta open the door or something. I mean, I'm under my thick covering fuzzy blanket, long pants. Feel like I'm standing outside in the snow wearing shorts and muscle. Yeah, you gotta get you a hoodie. I did. It's like... Wait. These are the washroom walls. Fam, that wall doesn't exist. These are literally the cubicle walls, right? It has to be. When did this all of a sudden become... Hold on. Now all of a sudden that's considered a cubicle wall. I swear it wasn't. I swear it wasn't. It's like I went through that place the whole time. I did not ever see that thing being considered a cubicle wall. Where's that one? Oh, yeah, there's the... Hey, what happened to the thing to turn it on? Oh, that's messed up. That is messed up. When did they even put this here? I do not remember this being here. Oh, that's behind. I was like, I don't know why I thought it was connected. Clean the heli. Yeah, I cleaned that 2 nights ago. That helicopter had one too many parts on it, I'll tell you that much. See the top. Yeah, I was like, fam, a helicopter should not have that many parts to it. Am I just cleaning the outside? Oh, okay. Wonder what happens to all these. Like, they all have a fire sign. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why is it like... Because it would have made sense if this would have also been dirty along with this. And then most likely they're going to probably have it like, oh, this area got to be cleaned up. This doesn't even look like it's like fire smoke. Like, they look like mud. They look like manure and mud. I swear it's like this game must got like flying cows and then they just like they just poop everywhere. They just go crazy and they just poop. It's like flying cows or flying horses. I don't know why I thought like that shadow. Where's that shadow even coming from? It looked like a head. I was like, fam, is somebody standing behind me? The fire, the structure was abandoned, the weather made it all mucky. If weather did this, nah. There's some freaking, what is it, raining mud? I'm like, nah. Weather does this. I'm like, something's going on with the weather out here. That ain't normal. And the dirt blows in the wind, the rain. Yeah, but like, it shouldn't do this. Like, this is just overboard. I ain't never seen nothing make it. Nah. That's some thick rain and mud, and I'm like, and where's my thing is this? Hold on. Where's the mud at? In what area where it would cause that? And it's only, and it's, the thing is, it's like where it will be positioned at. It's like, nah. Somebody did this on purpose. Oh, it was a skate park. I feel like the skate park was solid. It was solid. I like the skate park. Feel like the mayor's house was tedious. Yeah, because I was like, I didn't realize that I had to get one of those extender things. I was like, really? I'm like, I guess. Well, I wonder if I could, hold on. Let me see something real quick. It's like, what kind of slide is this? Supposed to slide down the slide. Go all the way up there just to find out you can't even slide down those slides. It's like, man, that's messed up. Is this a window? That is a window. Dang. Can't. This is sucks. But yeah, it's like, I laid down to show that my character laid down. You can lay down on the slide. Shoot, I don't know how many times I've seen kids in elementary sliding down the slide with shoes on. I was like, kids is just, the structure is this. I think the helter skelter. these things are different colors? Wow. My legs ache so bad. Yeah, I'm like mine's is aching too, because I did Monday, I did like these I did squats, but I did it with a resistance band. And I think the resistance band that I got is extra. It's either heavy or extra heavy. I'm like, and then I went jogging the day after. And then I walked, and I'm like, fam, my legs are shot. And just about 5 miles. Yeah, that's the amount that I ran after I did them squats. And like a little over 5 miles. I was proud of myself that one day I was like, I did 8 miles. I was like, fam. I was like, huh, alright. Didn't know I had it in me. I would have did more, but I was like, nah. Let me just hurry up, go back home. But that's what I wanted to actually do. I want to go the route that I usually go, and then I want to jog all the way to the old apartments that I used to live at. I jogged to them apartments before, and I was like, I didn't think it was possible, but I was like, huh, I actually did it. Might have also had a small allergic reaction. Wait, what? To the ladder or a tante ladder? I ain't never heard no tante ladder. To the dang allergic reaction to a ladder. It's like now it's like gotta start wearing gloves when like climbing a ladder. It's crazy. Like some of the like allergies I hear like people have or like allergic reactions and stuff. I'm like, it's crazy, but every time I think of people that be having like some of the most wildest allergic reactions and stuff, I always think of Macaulay Culkin off of My Girl. Bro sat there and said he was allergic to everything. Or just need a hug all the time. All the time. It's gonna probably like be some of the most like depressing stuff that I then said, but I know when I have like dreams, and in the dreams, like when they be like giving me hugs and stuff, I cherish that. It'd be people that I've never even met, and I'm like, I be living for that stuff. It's like I had a dream last night, got a hug from a friend of mine's, and it was like I needed that hug. So I ended up messaging that friend and just letting them know, like, hey, if you ever need like a friend to talk to, it's like, yeah, I'm here for you always. But I was like, I be cherishing that stuff. Cause I can't remember the last time I had like a genuine hug. Like a hug that like it felt good. Like I be needing them hugs, or it's like I feel like at home or something. I had many dreams where I get a hug or consoling cuddle. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, times I get hugs in dreams, I'm all like, yup, I'm taking that. But yeah, it was just like at a point in time where I was just like kind of like I was really going through it. I could have used at least like 100 hugs like in 2020. 2020 was just not a good year for me. Like I still kind of had like after, you know, shocks, like how like an earthquake is. I'm like I still be kind of like having like the aftershocks from 2020, because it's just like still things that like haunts me till this day. And it shouldn't really haunt me, but it's like you just like you go through so much. I just feel like that not even so much as like with like I'm content with where my mind is at on those situations, but it's like I'm used to it, but at the same time like I still kind of get like that gut feeling like I'm just not overall like feeling good. Like I had to say, it's like 2020. That was just like one of like I had to say like I don't think I've ever experienced dark days like that in my life. Like I've experienced some dark days, and it overall, it just has like it has an effect on me now where it's like I just can't look at life the same. Johnny felt good was in middle school. I had to say it was like I think I was in high school. It was like I think it was like when I was 16. That's when I like genuinely like felt something, and I had to say like ever since then it just went downhill. And then overall it was just trying to rebuild myself. Then just for 2020 it happened, and I just break down all over again. So I'm trying to like kind of have like a adult me handle something that I haven't dealt with since I was in high school. It's hard at times. It's like you try to like find things that make you happy and stuff, and it's like one of the hardest things I had to say I've ever, had to face in my life, where it's like just overall trying to find some sort of like, find a place where I can just feel content. I just feel like the harder and harder I try, it's like the further and further I get away with it. It's like it's not meant for me to try or something. Like I'm supposed to just be like surprised by it. Yeah, it's like I had my moments where I was like breaking down. Like honestly, I think if I had been streaming back in 2020, I definitely had some like streams where it's just I just been sitting down playing the video game, then just probably just broke down, just started crying. And then that's like the messed up part about it, like just, you know, all the like stuff that I dealt with. It's like I know I'm gonna go through it again. Like that's like the like I feel like just the sad reality of my life. It's like when you know like something's gonna happen. And it's like as many times I try to avoid it, as many times I try to just be like, hey, you know what? Like I'm gonna go down that route. I end up going down that route anyways. It's like pretty much like my thing is like I don't learn my lesson. I still like, you know, keep putting myself in like in a situation where it's like, okay, like if this breaks me, this breaks me. It's like all I know, I'm dreadful life loop. It is, and honestly, it is. It's like I find myself in the same situations that I was in when I was in school, and it's just an adult version of it. And it's like as many times I try to like tell myself like, oh, okay, I'm be on my like my man ish and stuff, and you know I ain't gonna let things phase me. I ain't gonna let stuff get to me. And I'm gonna be an adult. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I find myself in the same situation, the same scenario that I was already in. It's like I haven't changed, haven't done nothing. So I'll admit, like, you know, my life, it gets hard at times. I guess I just try to, like, make the best out of what I got. Because if I don't, then I already know how miserable I'll be. I most likely wouldn't be streaming right now. I'll probably be horrible at, like, giving out advice. I probably am horrible at giving out advice, but... tried therapy and got trauma. That's the thing, it's like, I always thought about it. It was like... I wonder how that would go. Like, how would it go if I went to therapy? And, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I should pay somebody $200-300 just to tell them, like, hey, I'm sad. And then for them to tell me, like, oh, well, why are you sad? I'm like, because I've had some traumatic things happen in my life. Well, have you tried to avoid these traumatic things? It's like, I don't think nobody tries to go through traumatic things. Like, do you feel yourself getting angry? I'm like, I don't feel necessarily happy, so I, you know, wouldn't necessarily say I'm angry either. It's like, here, you should try this medicine. I'm like, I don't need medicine. I just need a hug and for somebody to tell me things gonna be okay. Called me stupid. It's like, yeah, that's not even a therapist. It's like, if a therapist says some stuff like that, it's like, fam. I'm like, well, obviously you freaking got your therapy license from a Frosted Flakes box. I'd start roasting the person. Somebody, if a therapist called me stupid, I'd been in that that therapist would have left their office crying that day. I'd say some things that have a person thinking. Therapist called me stupid. I'm like, you realize this is all that you got? Like, sitting here trying to tell people that they're okay, and you thinking it's going to help you at the end of the day when it's really not, and all you just doing is hearing people's problems and relating, and so you got to go by the book and tell them that, oh, this is going to be alright, and so you're going to have like some outburst with me because you haven't gotten the answers that you're seeking in life. Like, I feel like they said some stuff like, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I'm all like, yeah, that's the only thing that I really can do. It's like, I don't see myself coming back, but it's like, that's the beauty of what my life is. I don't have to come back here. You gotta be here every single day hearing people's problems. That's all you good at. That's what you study for. That's what you went to school for. It's like, yeah, let's see you try to major in something else, go through all that trouble again. Like, you got this because it's a good paying job. But at the end of the day, it's like, you ain't good at it. You know that. But this is all that you can settle for. This is what pays the bills. Then if it had been at the start of the pandemic, I said some smart stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you on OnlyFans. Because eventually this therapist stuff ain't going to work out for you no more. So now you're going to have to sell your ashy feet pics on OnlyFans. That's why I just like it's not good for me to like when people tell me things. I just always think of like what I would have said or did, and I'm like, it's probably best like people tell me stuff like that, because if I were to be in an experience like that, I don't think it would be good. It's like I go to a therapist for help and they call me stupid, and it's like, does that make any sense? But like nobody should have to go through nothing like that. It's like a therapist is supposed to help you. And if they can't do that one job, then it's like, fam, why did you take this job again? And they'll try to defend that crap like they're really right for what they said. And it's all like, I don't care who, if a person comes to me for help, I don't care what the problem is. I'm going to try my hardest to try to help them out. Because a lot of the times, like, when you tell a person their problems, it might not be something that they can relate to, but I feel like that a person that wants to take the time to help somebody, I feel like that they would place themselves in your shoes, or they would at least be like, hey, you know what? Like, I've dealt with something similar to this. Like, let me see what I could come up with. But it's like all the times, you know, I try to help out people. I'm like, I never called them stupid for any of the stuff that they do. There's no reason for it. Because I'm like, if that's the case, then I'm like, because I'm pretty much like when I give out advice to a person, I'm giving out advice that I would have wanted to hear in my time of need, when I needed advice. But it's like, I can't look a person in their face and call them stupid. That's a design, okay. But yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, we all going through something. I'm like, the only, I guess, like, you know, I feel like my main purpose here on Earth is that I know people are going to be going through stuff, and I know people are going to come to me for help. So I'm going to give them answers. Do what I can to help. It's like, and if I can't help, if I don't have the answers, shoot, freaking, I was born in the right time and era. It's like, guess what I'm about to do? Go on the internet, find answers. It's like, keep finding answers until I do help that person out. It's like I'm sitting down thinking about like 2020 when I was going through my stuff. And it's crazy to just like see myself in that like state. Cause I'm like, I was going through a tough time in like March of 2020. It wasn't because of the pandemic. There was just like some like personal life issues. And I remember like sitting down and I was like, I think I was like trying to play like some video games or something. And I remember I was just like, I was so desperate. I posted online. I was just like, and I don't usually do stuff like that, but I find it like so helpful. But I asked friends, I was just like, can I like just vent real quick to somebody? And after talking with a few friends, like, it was just like finally accepting like what had happened and then just eventually breaking down. I was like, last time I think I had broke down like that, it was, I think 2015, 2014. I cried hard too. I cried. I remember I couldn't eat. It's like I remember going to my job. Well, it was like, this was like the same day. I kind of like just told the story backwards, but earlier that day when I went to work, because it was like it was my last day there, because they had closed down because of the pandemic. And it was like, I remember because I hadn't really ate nothing. I think, how long is it? I think it was like when I was told, it was like a week. No, it wasn't a week, because I think it was that Thursday. And then I think it was, I remember that Friday, I think I remember I went out. I still remember how like the days went to. It was that Thursday. That's when like all the stuff went down. Friday, I remember I went out, bought some shoes. Can't remember what I did on the weekend, but when I went to work that Monday, I was like, I was so out of it. Because it was just kind of like, I guess like having a weekend to just kind of like think over like what just happened and stuff. And I was like, to see myself in that state, and then to like, I guess to know like at some point in time again in my life, I'm gonna just have it like where I just like build up a love for somebody and then just have it just, I guess just like overall get like thrown away. I'm like, dang. It sucks, man. So, you know, you see your friends going around, it's like they can find their, you know, their person, find the people they end up marrying, having kids with, and you just kind of sitting there trying to make the best out of your life. Like, I'm honestly struggling at this point, but I'm trying, at least. It's like, V, why you gotta come through here screaming? I got through like the deep focus cleaning whatever this weird slide thing is. So I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down. It's a bad friend. I have a bad headache. Drink some water, but I hope you do feel better. Good night, stream. Appreciate you for being here, V, as always. Make sure y'all go follow V, guys, if you haven't. Realize how much of this I gotta clean. Dang. And I'm gonna play something else. It just got me cleaning way too much in that game. What game can I play? Let's play this Blood Hunt game. See how that goes. So you like playing as a vampire, I think? Like vampire, the masquerade, blood hunt. Okay. Okay. I gotta register just to freaking play a video game. Nice. Alright, guess I won't be playing that. My phone exit out. Dang, all these applications. See what I can do in Planet Crafter. Alright. I low-key just zoned out. Yeah, I have my moments where I be zoning out too, so I feel it. I just forgot how this place was set up. I'm the one that built it. Some stuff is about to go down. They ain't gonna do nothing. Watch a big old giant meteor just come flying down. I'm like, oh, well, I guess there goes that. Still be seeing ice in this game. That's funny. That's how I know I'm tired. I sat there and went up to the drill thinking I could get water from it. I swear. I think I did everything in that. Let's see another game that I can play. I just gonna go ahead and call it a day with this stream. So yeah, tonight was an eventful stream. I don't think there's anybody for me to raid, so yeah, just gonna go ahead and call it a night. I appreciate everybody for being here. Until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Stay tuned for the next stream, and peace.